Finish the sentence for me. I have a dream.
For our people to step into their greatness collectively, you know?
What's up, you guys? So it's been hard for me to put this video together because I've been so sad about the senseless murder of Nipsey Hussle. Like, I still can't wrap my mind around the fact that he's gone. And I haven't been able to get my mind off his killing since I got word of it last night. And it just makes no sense that he would be shot down like this in the prime of his life. So I just wanted to do this video to honor his legacy and bring to light the good that he was doing for the Black community. I know some of my subscribers may not be familiar with Nipsey because for most of his career he was an independent artist. But he was independent for a reason. It wasn't that he couldn't get a deal because he received several offers. He believed in owning his masters and owning property and building Black wealth instead of allowing corporations and capitalists to continue to thrive off the blood, sweat, and tears of Black people. Nipsey preached the message of Black empowerment through wealth ever since he was an up-and-coming artist.
Standing right here is a guy who looks like Snoop Dogg. Damn. But he ain't Snoop Dogg. Well, you do look.
I get that all the time.
What's your name, man? You new and upcoming, but you're at this summit. What's your name? Where you from?
My name Nipsey Hussle. I'm from LA, Slauson and Crenshaw area, you know.
Okay, well, Nipsey Hussle, that's named after Nipsey Russell, the comedian.
Correct, yes.
So talk a little bit about yourself, man. What brings you up here, up and coming, and, you know, how come you're not blinging and having all kind of crazy diamonds and all that? I guess you're here to get your money right, huh?
All the time. I mean, you know, all that is cool for the image and all that, but all them is liabilities, you feel me? I'd rather invest in some real estate, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, can you repeat that again, man? You're up and coming artist. What did you say you want to do?
I say invest in some assets as opposed to trick off my money on some liabilities like diamonds, you know what I'm saying? Cars that lose value as soon as you drive them off the lot.
So you're trying to get land.
Exactly, homie. A real asset, take care of my peoples, cause you know it look good, but at the end of the day, you losing value, homie. It ain't appreciating, it's depreciating. It's losing value.
What do you think? Why do you think it's so hard for people to get that message? You know, I mean, one and a half, you get guys that say they got to impress the females. Female ain't trying to talk to you unless you blinged out. On the other hand, you got other people feel like they got to show off to the homies and impress them with their riches. I mean, what do you think is how do we get that out of that mindset?
I mean, I feel like that's insecurity. Material things ain't nothing, you feel me? At the end of the day, it's who you is, you know? You wasn't born with it, you gonna die without it. So if you feel you need some diamonds or some jewelry to get at a female, it's because you feel you lack something within yourself, you know what I mean? So all that, as far as that angle, it's like I feel that's insecurity.
Now talk a little bit about yourself, man. You out here, what'd you say, Slauson, right off Crenshaw and all that, right? What, he's Egyptian?
No,
you know?
East African.
Oh, see, she got it all wrong. She
got the continent right, though.
Yeah, you got the continent, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm African, but I'm from LA, though, you know what I mean?
All right, talk a little bit about what you're doing and how you're trying to make a difference in terms of the West Coast scene out here right now. How you trying to fit in? What's your angle?
I mean, I'm just representing what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? From a perspective of a young dude that's been out in these streets in LA, you feel me? I'm just, you know, giving it to him raw and uncut. But at the same time, I'm not glorifying this violence that's popping out here because it ain't nothing to glorify. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really, it's like I look at my music like a snapshot of my neighborhood. You feel me?
What's your neighborhood like, man? Lots of big houses, pools, nice police officers and everything?
No, nothing like that. You feel me? You know,
do they protect and serve in your neighborhood?
No, you feel me? They react. The police react. They don't stop nothing. It's still people getting killed, still robberies popping. Everything happen, they just react to it. You know what I'm saying? They take you to jail and make money off you after it happened. They don't stop nothing though.
Okay.
The police don't protect and serve nothing. They just react to it. You feel me?
So let me ask you, LA right now has been experiencing a lot of black and brown stuff, a little violence going on there. What would you say to that? And somebody in your neighborhood coming from where you at, what message do you give so people can maybe see things in a different light?
I mean, I feel like, we got a common enemy, you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel we got time to be beefing. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. That's divide and conquer, you know what I'm saying? That's Willie Lynch, you know what I mean? We got a common enemy in these capitalists that's taking control of our assets and colonizing what we doing. As far as rap music, as far as our continent we came from, our culture and all that, like, we got a common enemy, so we ain't got time to have issues amongst ourselves. The same as well as a black on black.
Throughout his career, Nipsey has stayed true to his beliefs about acquiring assets and diversifying his income. He stressed the importance of owning the masters to his music, and he taught other artists the importance of being a creator and being in a position to profit off of your own creations instead of allowing corporations to profit off of your work.
To own the masters is very critical, you know, if you can. You know, when you, as an artist, until you sign a contract, you own your masters. And even when you do, you know, it's contracts that you can sign where you still own your masters. That's definitely the cornerstone to, you know, maximizing the value. Is try to maintain the ownership of the master.
What do you think are the keys to building wealth?
Man, I think that it's a formula, and then it's also some things that's intangible. To own something is very important. To understand investment, you know, to understand living within your means or under your means, you know, to understand how to make something, you know. I think that's what's been critical for me, is I make something. I take something from zero and I make it, which is music. And that's a very powerful tool to be able to like come into a room and create something out of nothing. And so that's worked for me. But then there's people that, you know, master that part of the game but consume so fast that it's hard to even get ahead. So it's a combination of things, and I ain't the poster boy for it, but at the end of the day, that's the direction we walking toward, is becoming wealthy to the level that it's not gonna go away, and that, you know, we create a situation that it lasts longer than us.
Nipsey also invested in other businesses like his own brand, Marathon, and he owned not just the store that housed his clothing brand in Crenshaw, but the entire strip mall where it was located. He owned the store and the strip mall that he was shot in front of. Let that sink in, and that'll tell you why he was killed.
I remember the owner of the Master Burger used to tell us he basically wouldn't allow the members of the community to hang out at all. He removed the seats so people had to order they shouldn't go. I remember that being young, like feeling like, how dare you? And now he's our tenant. He pay us rent every month. Millions off of retail. Once again, I prevail with the Marathon brand in the clothing operation. You know, it's become a multi-million-dollar business on its own. So when I say millions off of retail, it can apply to, you know, the catalog of music that I put out indie. It could apply to the album that I just put out. It could apply to the brand, the Marathon, or just myself. Just retail meaning commerce in general. You can never repay your mom, your granny, you know what I mean, with material shit. So I feel like you gotta repay them with like standing up and like being something they could be proud of. Next day we flew to Vegas with my Puma Connects. We break bread, we ain't new to success. Bleed music, invest. Enterprise, take lucrative steps. We got a core business, which is for me music, but then it's about building an enterprise around it. And I think, you know, that's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it.
Nipsey also believed in investing in other entrepreneurs and had just opened up a workspace where entrepreneurs could come together and set their operations offices up, in addition to a STEM office for students to learn science, technology, engineering, and math.
We recently opened up an inner city CoWork space in the vein of WeWork,
Like WeWork?
for local entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? And we got I think 8 entrepreneurs that all have products in the tech space that are in the building with us. And we also have a science, technology, engineering, and math center on the second level for young kids to be able to get trained in the skill set that it takes to get into Silicon Valley.
Now, some of you guys wanted me to talk about this. Nipsey had also started to work on a documentary on the 1985 trial of Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi, whose real name was Alfredo Bowman, was an Honduran herbalist and healer, not an actual doctor. And he posted an ad in a New York newspaper where he claimed that he could cure AIDS through herbs and a vegan diet. It's been alleged that Dr. Sebi was executed by the U.S. medical corporations because his AIDS remedy would take away from their own profits. And Nipsey Hussle was working on producing a documentary that covered the trial between Dr. Sebi and the Supreme Court, which Dr. Sebi won. It should be noted that Dr. Sebi did, however, lose the civil lawsuit that followed that trial, and he was penalized for treating and prescribing products for human disease without a valid state license.
There's a lot of little jewels that you saying in there. That's what I like. Like I said, the medicine really is in the candy. Because even when you drop a bar like about Dr. Sebi,
Yeah.
like just that one thing, they killed Dr. Sebi, will make somebody go research who
100%.
Dr. Sebi is.
100%.
Dr. Sebi.
Dr.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Sebi.
That's CB.
Sebi.
See, my bad. I said it wrong.
He said
Yeah.
Sebi too.
Yeah. I'm
I
a
thought
LA
it was
nigga,
Sebi
man.
too.
My lingo a little
Have
different.
you met
man.
Dr. CB?
I never met him. I met his wife, and I take his products for sure.
Now the coolest guy ever. I mean, he was when we interviewed him, I think he was about 74.
Oh, y'all interviewed him?
Yeah, we interviewed him twice.
Damn.
Not here, but when I was on the other show, he was able to jump from the floor up here on his knees.
At
Where he jumped
70
and
something.
pulled on
Word.
his knees,
Yeah.
and jump back down and no problems, nothing like that.
Why you think
He
they
had-
killed him?
Why do they kill all holistic doctors?
Right.
Messing up the medical industry.
It's, you
fucking up the
playing,
money.
you short stopping their grind. Why do niggas get killed for hustling in front of a nigga spot? You short stopping the grind. And these niggas, they check is billions. You got niggas that get flipped for a couple $100,000. So you playing with some pharmaceutical money, you know. And what's crazy, I'm working on doing a documentary on the trial in 1985 when Dr. Sebi went to trial against New York.
Right.
Because he put in the newspaper he cured AIDS.
Yeah.
Did he
He beat the
He won that
case,
shit. Yeah.
and he went to federal court the next day and beat that case
Yeah.
on record.
Yep.
And nobody talk about it.
That's crazy. I'm in the middle of doing this holistic detox right now, day 6 of 14.
Yeah, you was telling me.
Yeah. So.
No food, nothing.
And they said it actually can help cure fibroids. It can help you if you are, cancer, any
Right.
type of heart issues, and it's all natural herbs and all organic and all holistic
Yeah.
without actually going to a doctor and getting,
Exactly.
pharmaceuticals.
Yeah. How you feel though? You feel
I
a
actually
difference?
feel pretty good.
Do you feel a difference? You think?
I do.
That's
It
right.
could be also because I've cut a lot of things out and I haven't had any food, nothing solid at all
Right.
in the past 6 days. But I feel all right, better than I thought. Right.
Just to go back to the Dr. Sebi thing real quick, what makes you want to do a
Sebi.
documentary? Okay,
Get it
Sebi.
right, man.
What makes you want to do a documentary about Dr. Sebi?
I think the story is important. I think it's a powerful narrative.
It is.
You know what I mean? And I think imagine this, anybody in this room, if I could say, hey, somebody cured AIDS, y'all be like, yeah, right. And then I could show you a example of him going to trial and proving in a court to a jury that he cured AIDS. Y'all would be interested in that.
Absolutely.
And y'all would look
100%.
into the way he did it, right? So I feel like more so than like champion his products or explaining his methodology, put some light on that case.
Some people seem to think that Nipsey Hussle's work on the Dr. Sebi documentary is what got him killed, and Nipsey Hussle himself even joked about the risks of working on the documentary in an interview.
When he cured AIDS?
Absolutely.
Come on, why we don't know about that?
Absolutely.
And you know,
And he just died mysteriously down there.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you know how they play.
Oh, yeah.
You know, niggas was tweeting me, Hustle, be careful, man. Your plane gonna go down. I say, you niggas better ride for me.
Yeah,
nigga. Something
dig.
happened
That's
to
what I'm
me.
saying. Don't,
When he cured AIDS?
absolutely.
Come on, why we don't know about that?
Absolutely.
And you know,
And he just died mysteriously down there.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you know how they play.
Oh, yeah.
You know, niggas was tweeting me, Hustle, be careful, man. Your plane gonna go down. I say, you niggas better ride for me.
Yeah,
nigga.
dig.
Something happened
That's
to
what I'm
me.
saying. Don't,
But from all accounts so far, police seem to think Nipsey's murder was gang-related. And although at least one person is claimed to be the assailant online, no true suspect has been identified as of yet, as of 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday. As we mourn the death of Nipsey Hussle, my prayer is that we can each honor his dream.
Finish the sentence for me. I have a dream.
For our people to step into their greatness collectively, you know?
Nipsey believed in Black empowerment through wealth building, so let's each step into our greatness by empowering ourselves by acquiring assets and building wealth, whether it be residential real estate, commercial property if you can, and just doing whatever it is to own what we create.